Hello, friends. As my project goes on, I'm given an opportunity to use wonderful equipment we have here in the Ukrainian Catholic University for video lectures, and I never thought I will be using it on war reporting, but it is as it is. And as we enter day 6 of the war, it becomes a little bit quieter here, or we are just getting used to to all this chaos, and I think people start to realize more what is going on. We have more capacity and opportunity for self-reflection, and I'm going to, as always, to outline very briefly the situation here on the ground, and to make a short overview today of what happened more or less over this 5 days without going into much detail, but just main tendencies, and also to reflect on possible scenarios of the development of the situation as far as we can judge at the moment. First of all, people are very well mobilized in Ukraine. Some journalists asked me before if I think that Putin expected this kind of resistance, and my answer was no, Putin did not respect this resistance because generally he doesn't appreciate what the society is, what civic society is, what nation is. For him, people of the country is just a population that he rules, and he never appreciated and never foresaw that people can horizontally organize. That's something that what they killed in Russian people, the possibility for mobilization, possibility for civic action. And that's what Ukrainian army and Ukrainian people today do. They are organized as never before, and people work very hard for the front lines and for supporting the refugees and other noble causes. So if we look at the situation, it can be metaphorically described as in this caricature. Putin thought Ukraine will be a very easy target, but hopefully this will end as in this picture. He will explode instead of destroying Ukraine. What I like about this resistance in Ukraine, there is a lot of humor going on. I'm thinking of making one of the next videos just collecting all those funny collages and memes from the internet and jokes. This is something I think is psychologically necessary for people in these stressful times, and Ukrainians create a lot of various jokes and various interesting visualizations of what is going on. But speaking seriously, Russia has suffered incredible losses over these 5 days. I don't want to go into much statistics, you can see it on the screen, but the numbers are staggering. Over almost 6,000 troops lost as of this morning. Today, now we have, it's already almost 6 p.m. I think this number still increased essentially. There are over 200 captured or soldiers who surrendered, and some of them were already exchanged for Ukrainian captives. 29 helicopters and 29 fighter jets of Russian troops were shot down by Ukrainian systems and Ukrainian jet fighters. Some of them are actually extremely accomplished, extremely skillful in what they are doing. There is one pilot who is obviously anonymous, but he was given a nickname of the Ghost of Kyiv. So he's flying over Kyiv, protecting the airspace, and he has brought down 14 Russian planes, him alone. The big question is what's next? And obviously we don't know. It's in the Putin's head, but also it's in our hands. And there are two scenarios possible. Either Putin will withdraw now under the pressure, which is a highly unlikely scenario, or he will change his tactics. I already mentioned in one of my earlier videos that what they wanted was a blitzkrieg. What they wanted was like a strike of a knife to kill Ukraine quickly. They didn't manage, and they will change this tactics to something they call the embrace of a bear, to choke Ukraine, to pressure with the whole mass of Russia's military body. And if this scenario actually develops, this will be a very tragic, very long, and very bloody, destructive war in the very center of Europe, and we hope we can prevent it. I just want to show you two videos of today that deeply shaken the nations. One is from the city of Kharkiv, mostly Russian-speaking city, on the border with Russia in east of Ukraine. And this is the central square, actually, that happens to be one of the largest squares in Europe, a huge central square in front of state administration. And this is what happened. You see the rocket hit completely innocent, completely civilian targets. People, this was in early morning, as you can see, 8 o'clock. People were just peacefully going somewhere to buy food or to mind some job. And that's what Russians sent them. Here is another video just of what the consequences of shelling of residential quarters. A rocket inside someone's apartment, completely ruined. So what we need now to prevent this this scenario? We certainly need massive support of Western public, demonstrations, letters, appeals to your governments. We need whatever support we can get morally, spiritually, practically, from people who can organize some political campaigns, civic campaigns in their countries, not to pressure Western governments, because I think they are already they are on the right track, doing right things, but to boost that, to help them to do more and to be more decisive. We badly need no-fly zone in Ukraine. We know it's dangerous. We know that Western leaders believe it can very easily develop into the World War III, but it's anyway developing into the World War III scenario, because Belarus is already participating in this on the side of Russia. They are already threatening very explicitly Germany, Poland, Baltic countries. Today we heard outrageous claims from Russian foreign ministry speakers saying that if French Minister of Finances does not shut up, they will deal with him as they see fit. So this just kind of language is completely like gangsters language. It's not anymore political, diplomatic in any stretch of imagination. So West should act decisively with certain force, defensive force, protective force, but still with force. And we need support. As you know, I always post some financial details for the foundation I support here in Ukraine. It's called Help the Frontlines. I'm wearing their emblem today. This is a trustworthy movement of volunteers. Many of the participants of this movement, including the founder, fight now in the hottest spots of the front zone, and others are providing equipment, medical supplies, and all other necessities for the front. And if you can help, please do so also financially. Thank you very much, and we really hope that we together can prevent World War III. We can prevent the collapse of security system in Europe and in the whole world. And thank you very much for your support. We really feel it.